Hello,
Yay!
everybody. Whoa, sorry, I accidentally turned you up to 100. Okay, my bad. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I guess since this is our first collab, we should do a little bit of a self-introduction. Would you like to introduce yourself, Ento?
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone. My name's Ento-Blurry. I'm what would I even call myself? Part-time V-tweeter,
Yeah, artist, you know, the list goes on.
artist,
Yeah.
bug enthusiast, fish enthusiast. Um, yeah, haven't streamed for a while. Glad to be back. Glad to
Yeah.
be back on back on back on the limelight. Is that what
Yeah,
they say?
Limelight? Is that the... Spotlight, isn't it? Limelight is like... Wait, what's Limelight? Wait, what's Limelight?
Because in the old days they used to quicklime to make the light. It's like a spotlight.
Oh, right.
Limelight.
That might be true.
It's old fashioned.
That might be true. That might be very true. I mean, it suits your tuxedo. What is that? Like a tuxedo suit?
It's something like that.
It's,
yeah,
something
little
along
suit
those lines,
vest.
right? Yeah. Okay. Well, for those on my chat, I guess, well, only on my chat, I guess, because you're not streaming right now. But for those
No, I'm not streaming.
in the stream right now, go check Ento out. He's in the description below. I linked his Twitch, but you can find his Twitter through his Twitch. So.
Oh wow, you actually did.
Yeah, I
Right
did.
there.
See, I'm prepared. I'm a good streamer. I do the things I need to do.
Prepared.
Yeah. See, I do things. And then like my chat just like blames me, even if I, you know, delay schedule for like a day. Man,
Yeah.
I've got to be on top of things, you know. I don't want to be berated by chat.
They'll berate you regardless.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Such is the life of
spirit.
Such is the life of a streamer, isn't it?
Yeah, the spirit of VTubing.
Yeah. Either way, though, as you could probably tell by the title slide that I've got open right now, today we're gonna be learning about spiders. For those who don't know, Ento and I are both Aussies. We're in the land down under. We don't live in the same place, but we have very similar species of spiders. Actually, are there any like state-specific spiders in Australia?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
there's a few. We'll actually be talking about a few of them today.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, because as far as I know, there's a lot of, like, I know the very common spiders where it's, like, everywhere around Australia, like redback, da-da-da-da-da, those kind of spiders. But I don't know anything about, like, more local spiders, so that's kind of interesting. I do want to learn a bit more about those. But basically, I suck at learning things, so I'm like, well, I need someone to teach me. So I asked Ento, wanna collab? Wanna spend some time teaching me about spiders? And he was like,
yeah. Fellow Aussie?
Yeah. Why hello there. So this is what we're gonna do. I guess we can go straight into it. I just realized that it's a bit hard. Wait, so I haven't actually thought about how we're going to do this. Do you want me to send you... Oh, actually, you've already got the PowerPoint. Do you want me to...
I got a PowerPoint.
Should we just say what slide we're on? Or do you want to watch the stream and look at it? Either works, I think.
I kind of have the slide open, but not in full screen mode, if you know
Oh,
what
okay.
I mean.
Yeah. Okay, that works then. All right. Well... Oh, yes?
Let me make a little Twitter post just to say we're live.
Yeah, tell the world that spiders are here.
Tell the world.
Tell the world
we
I'm
live.
coming home. With that, we live in Australia?
We live.
You know...
We live in Australia. We got spiders everywhere. This is spider country.
That's the weird thing about where I live as well, in terms of Australia. It's the fact that I physically, like, my time zone doxes me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does, doesn't it?
Your time zone doxes you, and the photo you post doxes you.
Well, that one is different, okay? That one, you just have, you pay too much attention to detail, you. But,
yeah.
I mean, look, the only, like, state which does the time zone I'm in is New South Wales. So, like, I can't... it's like, you know, what can I do? What can I do?
not much you can do. It's a big small place, as I like to
It
say.
is, it is.
Australia.
It is a
it's
very big.
But there's not a lot
It's not
of
very
livable
densely.
area.
Yeah, it's not very dense, unless it's in like the capital cities. Okay, well, I guess let's get started. Let's learn about our first spider. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next slide.
So actually, before we go in, we probably we probably should discuss how we're gonna go about this. Should we mention how we're gonna do the? Do I introduce them? Do you?
Okay, so I guess I can talk about. I'll talk about what I know about the spider, if I know anything about the spider, and then we can like go back and forth from the image slide and the rating slide, and then I'll like guesstimate where I would put my things.
Yeah.
And then I guess you would inform me of the right answers.
Educate you.
Yeah, you educate me, because clearly the education system has failed me, so, you know, I need someone else to do it now.
there's not enough spider courses in high school.
Honestly, there should be. Okay, for those... Okay, I just want to say, I've got a gripe against this, actually. When I went to high school... did you ever do biology in high school?
Yes,
okay.
I have done biology in high school.
That shit is not biology. It's medical sciences, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of medical stuff.
I'm like, I want to learn about like, you know, animals and shit.
Lot of cell structures.
Not cells. Like, goddamn, I literally got gaslit into, you know, studying biology in high school. So yeah.
It doesn't get any better in university.
No.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I've heard. It's a real shame. But because of it, honestly, they should have like a course on how to like just identify spiders or poisonous stuff in Australia. I feel like that's something you would need to know in Australia, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you kind of learn it passively as you live, but it would be nice to have a little.
Yeah. Okay, it's the same thing with like swim school. Like we have swim school, so that's good because we're surrounded by water. But like, what about the spiders on the land? Also, hello, Corn. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry's. Welcome.
Spiders and snakes.
Oh, snakes. We can do a whole other stream. Actually, are you well versed in snakes?
No, I am not.
Okay, me neither. But I do want to learn about them as well.
We'll find a snake.
Yeah. We'll get a snake man. We'll get a snake man to teach us about snakes. Yeah. Okay, let's actually get to the real one now. So, first one, white-tailed spider. I'm gonna go ahead and say I know absolutely nothing about the spider. I know excellent. I have never heard of the spider. Maybe I've seen it before, but I didn't know what it was. But judging from just what I can see with the two pictures, I know nothing about this. Also, sorry, hold on. Let me just put a disclaimer at the top. Disclaimer.
Arachnophobia.
Yeah. We gonna be showing pics of spiders. So, if y'all's arachnophobic, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe don't.
Just listen or something. Or just stop being arachnophobic. There we go.
This is exposure therapy.
Yeah, exposure therapy. We're not trained, but, you know, that's fine.
We're not trained, but I don't believe in therapy.
I don't... yeah, me neither. As I say, while I'm doing a psychology degree.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in that. Don't quote that. I'm gonna try and find, like, work in the future, and they're gonna be like, okay, so we looked at your social media, and it says here that you don't believe in therapy. Could you expand on that? And God.
They won't be able to find your VTuber
It's
pages.
fine, yeah. It's not linked with my identity. That's fine. Imagine being arachnophobic in Australia. Well, there are people who are. It's actually a lot more common than you think. Even in Australia. I don't think... Actually, do you know whether there's more or less arachnophobic people in Australia?
It's not a statistic that I looked into, unfortunately. I would imagine the statistic would be similar to other places, but...
That's what I assume. Yeah, that's what I would expect at least. So that's yeah. Okay.
I don't think the spiders in Australia is keeping the arachnophobe out of Australia. It's not that severe.
Yes,
we got a lot of spiders,
I think
but
so.
it's not.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad.
I think it also depends on when you live, because if you live in like an apartment, you're rarely ever gonna see spiders, I feel like.
No.
But if you live in a house or like anywhere in the countryside, then you're probably gonna see a lot of them. Like, okay, from where I'm streaming right now, I could probably see like 3 or 4 spiders, but that's just because where I am.
That's already a lot more than. Do I see any spiders?
Yeah, do you? Let's do a spider check.
Let's do a spider check, folks.
Let's look at how many spiders are in your room. Everyone type in chat how many spiders you have in your room right now.
Well, I don't see any spiders at the moment.
Oh, you
don't? This is a fairly new place.
Oh, I see.
We only moved in about a year ago, so.
Oh, okay. I've been here for a lot of my life, so it's an older place where I am. And there's spiders everywhere. It's great. You just see like a huntsman every now and then. It's like,
excellent.
Thanks.
One of my
Good job.
favorites.
Pay rent.
Good job.
Kill the flies. Yeah, basically. So white-tailed spider. So just to give context for everyone in chat, this is how we're gonna rate the spiders. So I'm gonna guess their size, danger, rarity, and I guess how creepy they are. And then Ento's gonna inform me that I'm absolutely wrong and I need to get a better education. So that's how this is gonna work. I guess I'll start. So size, from what I can tell just with the picture, it doesn't seem that big.
No, it's a small fella.
I feel like it's about maybe 2 centimeters.
Yeah, that would be about right.
Is that right? Okay.
2-3 centimeters basically.
Yeah, alright. I think that's like around like I don't know, a 2 or a 3? Because I know there's smaller spiders. I know there's smaller spiders than that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. Hold on. I just realized. Hold on. Let me make a little button that I can put on the scale. I should have prepared this beforehand. Whoops.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about if we're gonna because it is just a picture.
Yeah, I realized. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be our thing.
Your handsome face.
My handsome face. Yep. There.
Well, you got a bit of you got Chad's chin going on there.
I do. My chin is vorpal. There we go. Size 3. I'll move the chat a little. I'll put it there. There we go. So that we can see a bit better. Danger. What about danger? Okay, this guy has red legs, and red legs just tell me like there's something wrong with him. That's all I'm saying. So I'll put him like at like a 6 maybe or a 7. I don't think he's very dangerous, but somewhere around there. That's where I'm thinking.
Actually, let's establish the danger scale. What's your expectation of
That's true.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Spider.
10 out of 10. The most dangerous spider. I guess like 10 is the most dangerous spider in Australia.
Yeah.
And then 1 would be the least, like a deadly long legs kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me just make a few more heads because we've got more ratings. There we go. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Let me make heads.
Yeah, let me get head.
Get head, ayo.
Let me get head. Let me get head. There we go. Okay, so what is the danger? What is the danger level of the white-tailed spider?
Quite low. Quite low.
Quite low?
There's different interpretations. There's a few studies going on.
Okay.
The actual venom's not very strong, not medically significant,
right,
as they call it. But it has. People think it causes necrosis.
Oh.
But
from like
it will be from bacteria.
Bacteria, right? Okay.
From bacteria from their fangs, but it's not proven. So it's something that has happened, but I think they tested 150 people that got bitten, and they didn't observe any cases.
That's interesting.
So I still got in America they got the brown recluse, which does the same thing. The venom's not very strong, but they have a bacteria that live on them that causes necrosis.
Oh, it's like those is it leafcutter ants that have like those bacteria under their chins? Oh, sorry, not the fungus under their chins. Is that the Is that the leafcutter ant?
It's not the same fungus, but
oh no, of course not.
Yeah,
but
the leafcutter ant, yes, they do that. They carry fungus.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of like that then. Okay. So
it's kind of like that. So it was still kind of at the general consensus is not dangerous.
Okay.
But further testing needed.
So
we'll probably put them somewhere like 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Okay. I think we'll put 4 inconclusive possibility of bacterial damage. Yeah. There we go. Rarity. I have never seen these guys. Or at least I've never thought that I've seen these guys. So I'm gonna put them higher up, like 7 or 8 in terms of rarity. Like I haven't ever seen them. How about you?
They're supposed to be everywhere. I have seen them on multiple occasions.
Have you? I have never.
They are they're not. They don't build any webs, so they.
Oh, do they not?
So they're more of a wandering. Just.
That's interesting.
The packer.
Wait, so what's
and
this
because
bit
they're
here,
so
then?
small.
Like you can see like a bit of webbing on this this container.
Yeah, they don't build web. They kind of build like a web housing. Sometimes they do like a sack.
Oh, are they the ones which like would stick like a bit of web on a wall and wait for a fly to like walk in it?
Now that's the next part. The interesting little predator. The spider hunting spiders.
Oh, are they?
So they are a spider eating specialist.
They're cannibals. Oh, okay.
They don't build their own webs, but they will crawl into other spiders' webs.
Oh, do they steal other spiders' webs?
No, they just it's more of a home invasion.
Oh, they just you know
they
kidnap
just
them and then leave.
Out,
oh, okay, I see. So this isn't actually that rare, you said.
A lot of sightings. They're all over the place. They're in Queensland, they're in New South Wales, they're in WA.
Okay, so I guess this would actually be on the lower scale then.
On the lower scale, they are everywhere, but they're a bit difficult to find just because they're quite small.
Would you say they're a 4 or a 5 because of their size and the fact that they don't build webs, so they're not in permanent locations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So they're not rare, but they're hard. Not a lot of people see them.
Right. Okay. I guess we'll put it at 4 then, because it's still a sense of rarity. Creep factor. Well, this one I guess is completely subjective. I realize.
It's completely subjective.
I don't like see-through legs. Are they see-through? No, they're not. Are they see-through?
No. Well, they're kind of. I mean.
I feel like they're opaque. You can kind of see through them.
Yeah, they're a bit opaque. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that, so I'm putting like for me creep factor is like 6 maybe, because it's still pretty small, so it's not that big of a deal, and they don't eat like you know, they eat other spiders, so I don't think that's very scary.
Yeah.
I think that is the white-tailed spider rating. So overall, they're actually very common. I didn't know that.
Yes, I've encountered them several times. But yeah, you'll find there's actually quite a few spider-eating spiders on this list. It's a spider-eating spider world.
I didn't know that. That was a very common. Is that like common? Is that like 50% of spiders eat other spiders, or is it like more or less?
Well, most spiders will eat other spiders, but there's a few that are kind of more specialized.
Right? Yeah. Okay. That's very interesting. Why did creation happen like that? How does one ever like evolve to do that? Like
I don't know. Cannibalism's kind of just fruity.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. It's like war. I get it. No,
Yeah,
you've got a point. All right. Speaking of war, next thing, the black house spider. I said thing. Okay, this one. Hold on, let me look at the ratings again. This one is a weird one because I feel like this doesn't. I've never heard of a black house spider.
Really? You have you not seen these before?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, at least. Survival of the fittest. Sometimes it's the children that have to survive the parents when it comes to spiders. I know that some spiders do eat their parents, mainly the father, but I've never heard, like, it's weird how they evolve to eat each other, like other species. That's the weird one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Also, hello, Hugs and Bugs. Good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to MrBlurry. Welcome.
Distinct. You might not seen the spider before, but you will see its web that is created. I'll send you a pic.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. Yeah. Do show.
They have a very distinct webbing pattern, and you can kind of tell. Yep, that's a black house spider right there.
Oh, okay. So would you normally see the web before you see the actual thing?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna just put.
So they kind of create this kind of messy web, but they have that center tunnel that goes into a dark location. Decently strong webbing as well. So it's not a orb weaver kind of web.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me take a look. Oh, it's the ones with holes in them. Is that on purpose?
Yeah. Yeah, they hide in they wait at the center of the hole.
At the center of the hole.
At the end of the hole. Sorry, at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, so they do actually make like a bit of like a tunnel thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see the web quite often, but yeah, you don't see the spider very often.
Right, I see.
Hiding.
There we go. Sorry, I just realized that I should probably say, right,
knows only about ants.
There we go. Yeah. I only know about ants in terms of bugs. There we go.
Really? Were you an ant keeper?
Yes, I was, yeah. I don't keep them anymore, but yeah, I did.
I also had them, but yeah, it takes patience with ants.
Honestly, I like the patience bit. It's like you only need to like look at them, like you only need to take care of them every once in a while. Yeah, especially when they're small.
Yeah, but I end up forgetting about it.
Yeah, that's that is true because they have to be in dark places when they start as well, anyways. So it's like you literally just put them there and forget, especially if they're like what's that word? Claustral? If they're claustral?
Yeah, claustral.
Yeah, you literally just sit there and forget about them.
Yeah, do a little bit of sugar water every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Hugs and Bugs. Welcome.
It's definitely not morning here, but morning. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, wait. Morning. Good morning. Afternoon. Wherever you are.
Evening.
Good evening. Good evening, good sir. So, yeah, I've never seen these. So now I know that what their web looks like. I probably have seen a few then, in that case.
Yeah, because they're like the White House spider, they're also quite wide spread.
Yeah. So
after the stream, you're gonna go outside and
I am. I'm gonna look for them.
You're gonna start seeing
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm gonna look for them. I'm gonna actively look for them because I'm actually curious now. Actually, is that one on my windowsill? It might be. Nah, it doesn't have a hole in it though. It is very messy, like the web though.
It's very messy and it's decently big. They do like a windowsill.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go take a look at whether there's a spider in that one then. Hello. It's 11:27 p.m. here. Oh, okay. It's like nighttime. Okay, good. Nighttime. I would say good night, but that just sounds like you're going to sleep. Okay. So, by your description of their web, I feel like they're going to be super small spiders, like tiny spiders, like smaller than white-tailed spiders, kind of spiders. Am I correct in assuming that?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
They're bigger than whitetails. They are.
So somewhere
here. They about 5 cents coin size, like body wise.
5 cents coin. That is definitely that is smaller than 2 centimeters.
Yeah, but that's the body. Like that's without. The
legs. Body without the legs. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I would put that. Okay, that's still pretty small though.
It's still pretty small.
It's small in terms of spiders, but not like it's bigger than the white-tailed. I see. Okay. How about the danger? I'm assuming that because it's a black house spider. I'm sure that it's not that dangerous if it's a house spider, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're context clues.
Context
clues. Would it be more dangerous than the white-tailed though? I would think it wouldn't be, personally.
You're probably more likely to encounter one.
Right.
It will have bigger fangs.
Oh, okay.
But once again, not medically significant.
Right. Okay.
Well, this disclaimer: if you're allergic to bee stings, you will be allergic to spider venom.
Is it the same chemical?
Similar.
Right, okay, I didn't know that. To be fair though, I think a black house spider is like, if you said imagine a spider, this is what I would imagine when, like, in terms of body proportions.
And they're also very fluffy. They're quite.
They're actually kind of adorable. I actually want to pet one. They actually look really cute, especially with the eyes. You can kind of see them, but you can't see them. But like the eyes are just like, hello there, it's me, spider. That's interesting. Okay, so I guess danger would be like 2, 3.
2, 3. How much do we give the whitetail? We gave it
3.
It was 3. Yeah, it'll be on par.
Okay, 3. All right, I see. In terms of rarity, it's a black house spider. It's a house spider, so I'm assuming it's common as fuck.
It's everywhere.
2, I guess, maybe then?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's more common spiders, like daddy long legs. You see those bloody everywhere. And then creep. I'm not creeped out by this at all. It's really cute for me. So, I'm going to put it at 1. How about you?
Yeah, I'll it's a very standard looking spider.
It is literally the epitome of like, think of a spider.
Yeah, but if you're scared of spiders, then
I guess so. Yeah, that's true. Also, I just noticed in the second picture, what's happening with its leg? Its top left leg. Like what's going on there?
It's kind of just raised a bit.
Is it? Because it looks like it's coming from his abdomen, not his...
Oh no, it's the perspective of the spider.
Probably.
It's kind of like raised like above its head.
Okay, I see. Oh wait, why does yours... Hold on. Oh, I've got to... Hold on. I just realized that you... Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, let me fix that. Nose, light. There we go. Fuck it. There we go.
Oh, it's big. It's.
Oh yes, it is. Just like the spiders. There we go. And then I'll move this one over to me. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Next one. What's the next one? I don't remember. I don't remember what the next one is. Oh, it's this little baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The daddy.
The baby. Yes, daddy. Yes, baby.
The baby daddy.
Okay, well, I feel sorry for these guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you why later on.
They're good fun. Yeah.
Daddy Longlegs. I probably didn't choose a very convincing picture to show that they're harmless. But I do know that these guys are absolutely harmless. Do they even have venom at all?
Yeah, they have venom.
Okay.
They have teeny bitsy fangs.
Right. Yeah. The little twigs. They're literally little twigs. Yeah. I feel so sorry for them because their legs are so easily like broken off.
Yes.
I feel like 8 out of 10 times I see a daddy long legs, it would at least have one missing leg. I'm just like, oh, poor boy, where'd your leg go? Also, it's ironic how they're called daddy long legs, but they can be female. I just want to put that out there.
Because what we call daddy long leg is different from what the rest of the world calls daddy long leg.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so daddy long leg in the Americas refer to harvestman, which is another arachnid. It's not quite a spider, but it's also it's not a spider, full stop, but it is arachnid. It's a whole different animal in other parts of the world.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought it was the same thing. Oh my god, the harvestman looks creepy as fuck.
So the harvestmen, they, unlike spiders, they only have one body segment.
Yeah, they do, and they've got. Oh, that's weird. And some of the.
They also got long legs. They don't spin webs at all.
Yeah. Are they? Do they have similar diets?
They're more of a scavenger, so they will eat like fruits, and they will eat they'll eat other insects as well.
From what I can see of the harvestman, it kind of feels like they're like a cephalopod or an anomalocaris with legs.
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't know that, like, in America, like, out of Australia, it was actually a different thing. They've got some big chompers. Yeah, I saw a few pictures, yeah. Some of them had big chompers, some of them had small chompers, though. I guess there would be a different species, so there would be, like, subspecies of them. That's cool. I prefer our huntsman, our daddy long legs. Look at them, they're adorable.
And because daddy long legs also, the spider itself is also available in other countries. They call them cellar spiders.
Oh, is that what cellar spiders? Okay.
You will find them like on top of wine cellars.
Oh, that's really weird. Okay, I want to say this as well. If you ever want to eventually, like, hold a spider, or, like, have a spider walk on you, a daddy long legs is probably the best one to start with.
Yeah.
Because they're just there. They're just, you know, they're just there. They're basically a fly, but instead of wings, they have legs. That's... Actually, the second picture on our slides actually shows that perfectly. Like, it's basically got the same body proportions as well. It's like if there was a fly who lost their wings and became Doc Ock. That's...
Yep.
That's what a daddy long legs is to me.
They got like little mosquito bodies.
Yeah, they're adorable. And also, I didn't... Oh... How do they... Okay, from what I can see from the left, they do lay egg sacs, right? I guess all spiders do, but...
Most of them do, yeah.
Yeah, most of them. Right, okay. That's cool. I like the long legs. So, in terms of size... Actually, this is an interesting one. Because from what I know, the size can differ very greatly. Not in terms of body, but in terms of just, like, the span of it.
Yeah. So... size-wise, adult females will be the largest. You will see males that are going to be much smaller.
Yeah.
Like in most spiders.
So that's interesting. So because the big ones, I feel like the female ones, they would be like an iPhone's width, maybe.
If you stretch her out,
yeah. I feel like legs included, I think it would be around that big. But I don't know whether I can consider that big, because it's just lanky. It's it's not exactly big, it's just like you're spreading out. So it's like
doesn't have any girth.
Yeah, there's no substance, there's no girth. Where's the girthage on the thing? So it's like, I guess its size would be technically tiny, wouldn't it? If we're talking about just the body.
Yeah, we just talk about the body. I mean, not even with the legs added, it's not much bigger than black house spider in terms of mass.
Yeah. Okay.
In terms of weight, like body weight wise, they're very light. Lightly built spiders.
Yeah. Because I've seen that what do you call it? Because when they die, they like turn like they kind of go into a fetal position, don't they? Daddy long legs. So you can kind of see exactly like how big they are. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So most spiders, when they die, they all kind of go fetal position because their legs are powered by kind of hydraulics. So when they dry up, they kind of curl up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's why they did that, but that's cool. Huh. I usually take spiders back outside with my little bug magnifying tool that I think is supposed to be a kid's bug capture tool. But I use it to cup and plate method. Daddy long legs are the hardest. Yeah, because you keep on breaking their bloody legs because they're so thin and unseeable.
And they go bouncy. They bounce a lot.
They do bounce. Yeah, they do bounce a lot. Actually, that's true. But
they sway back and forth.
They do. It's weird though, because I do the same thing. I do the cup and paper method, but it's like some of them are just really difficult to catch, and you don't want to hurt them. So you just like, should I catch you or should I just leave you be? Because if I catch you, there's like a 50% chance one of your legs is gonna, get destroyed. So I don't know. Well, okay. For now we can put. I guess size. I don't know. If you include the legs, maybe a 4. If you don't, maybe 1. I think.
Should we just go in middle ground?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say 2.5 then. There.
Yeah.
Danger 0.
0. No danger.
I've never heard of them doing anything. Maybe they like prick you a little bit, but it'll probably hurt more if someone, I don't know, slapped you. Rarity, they're bloody everywhere, aren't they?
They're bloody everywhere.
Oh, whoops. That's
Daddy long legs are everywhere here in Australia. I had one. I had 2 in my bedroom at my old house.
Yeah, I have. For some reason, they really like the corners of my house, and I normally sleep. My bed is like in a corner of my room, so every single night I'll just have a few daddy long legs staring at me while I sleep. It's great. I've actually named a few. It's lovely. Creepiness. Now this is a weird one because for me they're not creepy at all, but I know that there's some people who are really creeped out by really long legs. What would you say, like, for the general population, what would you think the creep meter is?
I don't know, because they're almost so thin that they don't resemble a spider shape.
That's true. That is true. You wouldn't even notice them.
Yeah, they're almost like a crane fly.
Kind of. I guess we'll put it in a green area then, too, then, in that case.
Yeah.
Maybe 2? 3?
Yeah. Like 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it on 2. Because I feel like there are some people who are creeped out by it. Just because of how weird the proportions of the body are. Alright.
Fun fact, also another spider eating specialist.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I did not know that.
You'll find if you have a lot of daddy long leg in your area, you'll rarely find any redbacks. Because they're in a bit of a turf war.
Cool. That's why I don't see many redbacks then, in that case.
Because the daddy long legs have a distance advantage.
They do, yeah. They've got long-ass legs. Although, to be fair, redbacks would have the the venom advantage, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So it's just if the daddy long legs can manage to hit in.
Yeah, but it's really wrap first, bite later kind of.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
When it comes to a lot of these webbers.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
And
next,
the reason why daddy long legs the legs are so easily detachable is so they can not get so when they get into a rap battle.
That's one way to put it.
With other spiders, they can just detach whenever.
So they don't grow back, do they?
They grow back.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that they grew back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do all spiders' legs grow back, or like most of them?
Yeah, all spider legs grow back.
Oh, I did not know that.
There's videos of like a lady taking care of a huntsman with no legs.
Oh, I want to. Okay, I need to go watch one of those videos after.
And after a molt, you can see they get tiny bitty legs back. But
that's adorable.
After 2 molts, they should have their full.
Oh, that's so cool! Back. I did not know that. Whoever hits first, yeah, that sounds like what it is. But to be fair, if one has the longer range, then it's the person with the longer range, isn't it?
The range.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's circumstances, like it's like you're playing XCOM and you've got like a 10% of living if you have a red back. You still got a chance, but not a very high one. Okay. Let's see. What's the next one? I don't actually remember what the next one is either. Ah, hello there, baby.
This is a good one. I have you seen this one? Cause I never seen this one. This one's pretty state specific.
In real life, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I have never seen one. Oh, I may have seen one of its burrows, but not it itself.
Yep.
I think
this is the Sydney funnel web.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't think, maybe I've seen like it's like funnels and it's like little caves, but I don't think I've ever seen it itself.
Right. Yeah, they're pretty reclusive. They don't venture out of the barrel very often.
No, they don't. But they're very cool. They are, I guess, look, if there was a bug that represented Australia, or maybe not Australia, but like, I guess New South Wales, then this would probably be it.
They did find a larger one recently.
Oh yeah, is it
earlier this year?
Is it the Newcastle the Newcastle Big Boy? That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
the fucking Big Boy. I love the naming sense in Australia. Yeah, I love the Big Boy. So this is only exclusive to New South Wales, is it?
Pretty much.
I did not know that. I guess you wouldn't know what is native to your place if you didn't actually like learn about other places, would you?
Yeah.
Because yeah, I've never seen one of these big boys. They look like they have a very strong carcass as well. Carapace. Yeah, sorry, not carcass.
Very strong. Very strong carapace or thorax or cephalothorax. It's the kind of the science
Yes,
term,
yes.
It's all correct.
They
does funnel web. They do venture slightly into Queensland, but like only the very very south. Coast.
I kind of feel like they would make really good pets because of just how chill they are, and they make their own home.
Well, they're pretty cranky when they're out and about.
Oh, that's true. How often are they out and about though? Not very often, aren't they?
Not very often. Yeah. Mostly the males.
Oh yes, that's true.
The boys are out. Oh, be out and about looking for girls.
They're looking for sex on the beach.
They're looking for sex.
Yeah. I've never seen a Newcastle Big Boy before, but after one search, damn, that is a big boy. Yeah, it's, to be fair, when I learned about it, and I heard that it was a better version of Funnel Spider, I was actually kind of disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be bigger. So that, I guess that just goes to show you my perception of spiders in Australia.
It's a bit more slender, and it's a lot leggier than your Sydney funnel webs.
It is. It's not. Yeah, I didn't think it was as impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a funnel web spider is like a tank, whereas the big boy is like a light tank. It's still a tank, but a light one. It's like downgraded some of its tankiness for size, which is, you know, I guess Spider World, different specs, etc. But how would you? Okay, for the size, I think this is the biggest one we've seen so far, right? Pardon?
That is correct.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So I don't know exactly how big it is, but I'm gonna assume maybe like 5 or 6, or maybe even 6 or 7, because I feel like there are bigger spiders, but not it's fairly big. Like it's still on the bigger side, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still on the bigger side. I mean, the ones that are bigger are kind of much bigger, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get. Because you don't get a medium-sized spider. It's either like smallish or gigantic, like bird eating kind of thing.
Yeah. So the funnel web would basically be the medium size.
Yeah, they would be the biggest of the small spiders, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 6 then?
Yeah, 6 is reasonable.
All right. And in terms of danger, I've heard that they're really dangerous, from what I've heard.
The most venomous spider in Australia.
Right. So that's in red somewhere. So they're the most venomous in Australia.
They are the most venomous in Australia, not the most venomous in the world.
Okay.
So despite our spider popularity, we do not have the most venomous spider.
Oh, at this point, if they can all kill you, it's not really a competition anymore, is it? Anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Although we do have like the top 5 most venomous snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, in here.
We've got a lot of venomous stuff, just not the most, I think.
Yeah.
For a few of things. I'll put it at 9 then, because it's venomous in Australia, I think.
It's venomous. It will kill you.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. Not really great pet, because it can kill you.
Oh, people keep poisonous spiders as pets.
Yeah, people keep poisonous venomous spiders as pets.
Okay, let me rephrase when I said the pet thing. It's behaviorally really suitable to be a pet. How about that?
Yeah, if you're looking for a low maintenance,
yeah,
hands-off kind of pet.
Yeah. Also, hello, Molazell. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Yeah, we're talking about spiders today with the spider expert over here.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, what do you expertise in any particular type of insect or just insects in general?
In general, I had phases.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like
me. Yeah, at the very start, it was ants.
Yeah,
kind of like yourself.
Yes.
And then move on to stick insects.
Oh, okay. I see where this tree is going.
Yeah. Your facets.
Yeah.
And I dabbled a bit of spiders and scorpions and praying mantis and all your kind of pet bugs.
Yeah, that's really cool. Mola, their name this wait, I can't move. Hold on. This man. Wait, let me move my butt. This man right here is Ento. You can check out his channel in the descriptions below. He also does stuff on Twitter. He's a great artist. Go check him out. So yeah, his name is Ento-Bluette. So, how rare would they be then? Because I've never seen one in my life, and I've lived in New South Wales my whole life.
Yeah, that was kind of gonna be my question for you, because I've never seen one in person.
Okay.
They're not on the West Coast.
Right. Yeah, because I've seen like tracks of them. Like I've seen their holes, because it's very clear. You can see when it's a funnel web spider's hole, because it's literally a tunnel with web at the front of it. But you don't actually see the spider very often.
No. They're very elusive. They don't venture out of their burrow very often.
Yeah. I think even
their distribution is quite tight, mostly in Sydney and Newcastle.
Yeah. And I think whenever I do see a tunnel, even that is rare. Like, it's like a tunnel itself is rare. A tunnel with a spider is even rarer, I think. I think so. Because of that, I'll put it at like a 8. I think they're like a pseudo legendary Pokemon, or like a third evolution Pokemon if we're doing Pokemon terms. They're like a Charizard in the wild. I think that's like the vibe I would give it. Because they're not
basically you never see them.
Well, yeah.
When's the last time you seen a Charizard in the wild?
Okay, well, no, like, okay, hold on. Like, okay, a wild Charizard in the Pokemon anime. How about that? Let me rephrase it like that.
The Pokemon anime.
Yeah, because you do mate one every now and then, and they're not legendaries or like mythic Pokemon, but they're still like not common. They're basically introverts unless it's mating season. Oh, that is so true. Yeah. they're just neats.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're introverts unless we're in
We are. We are, exactly. Oh, I'm even an introvert when I eat. I don't know about mating. I can't comment on that one, but you know, everything else is pretty much the same. Okay, in terms of creep, I think.
People don't. I think it's one of the more intimidating spiders. So the funnel webs, the trapdoors, and the tarantula belongs to the same group.
Yeah, yeah.
What we call primitive spiders.
Oh, why they call that?
So they are more ancient, the body plan.
Oh, okay.
That's it's got a few morphological differences with other spiders. Their fangs are positioned downwards.
They are, yeah.
Where most your other more modern spiders, they have kind of the pincer.
Modern spiders, I love that.
More modern spiders, they have the
Gen Z spiders.
the new gen hipster spiders.
Yeah, the woke spiders.
They have the fang that moves left and right, so they
yes,
pinch.
they do, yeah.
So with funnel webs, trapdoors, and tarantula, they have to rear their body up to strike down.
Yeah. And they kind of use their like their mandibles to like stick their prey between the ground and the mandibles, right? Yep. It's not between the mandibles like most spiders.
And the lung structure is also slightly different. They're less efficient, so they're which means they can't be very active.
I guess that's why most of the primitive spiders are like more like patiently wait spiders, like trapdoor and funnel web. Not so much tarantula, but still a bit. They're more like ambush predators, right? Tarantulas.
Yep.
Oh god, there's so many different types of spiders. The Rizzlers versus 9 cat spiders. Yeah, that's about right. To be fair, the so-called primitive spiders are also pretty bland in color as well, aren't they?
Especially tarantulas here in Australia.
No, they're just brown.
Yeah, they're just brown. You get very colorful tarantulas in America.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Africa.
Well, to be fair, I think it's a camouflage thing, isn't it? And we've got a lot of like desert and brownage.
Yeah.
So fair enough. So I guess in terms of creep, I don't know. I don't find them creepy personally, but they might be confused for like some people might think like, oh, it's really big, so it's really deadly, maybe. So maybe like I don't know.
Well, it is very deadly.
Well, okay, yes, it is.
Don't get confused.
No, it is. Yeah, it is. But not all big spiders are deadly. Like bird eating spiders are like harmless, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe like a 6 or a 7 then?
Yeah.
Because there's some spiders. Okay, a 7. There's some spiders I know for a fact that are like, how the fuck is your body the way that it is?
We're gonna get into some of those.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you worry,
yeah,
my boy.
Yeah. There's some crazy stuff out there. But
there's some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of which, okay, well, it's getting crazier. But garden orb weaving spider.
These are fun.
Okay, I don't know much about these. I know more about orb weaving spiders as a category itself. Why are they called orb weaving spiders? Is it just because of how they look?
Mostly because they spin a circular
web, right?
That's kind of the orb.
Ah, okay. And
so
most of
a lot of
these
spiders fit into that category.
Yeah. And all of these are like sit and wait for prey to touch the web kind of things, right?
Yep.
So there was a species called the golden orb weaving spider. Is that still a garden orb weaving spider? Because I remember when we were doing this slide together, you said something about orb weaving spiders being different, or there was something wrong with like the description that I
one of the photo was not a garden orb weaver.
Right,
garden orb weaver is a common name, but it does like it does refer to one specific type of orb weaver.
I see. Okay, so I've never actually seen this type. I don't think. Well, maybe I have. But Because I can't tell how big it is just from these pictures. So I guess we can try and guess that. I feel like it's a bit of... It looks... Okay, I feel like most web spiders would be generally on the small side than, like, not web spiders. So I'm gonna just assume it's maybe like a 3 or a 2.
Yeah, about that. They're similar size to a black house spider.
Right, okay. They're both web spiders, so that makes sense as well. Okay. In terms of danger, I've got nothing on this guy. He looks bright, and a few of, like, I know that a few, orb weavers are even brighter than this guy. So I'm gonna assume that he's got poison, but not, like, completely deadly, maybe?
Yep, so he's fairly weak venom.
Okay, is it stronger than, like, white-tailed and black house?
No, not really.
Is it about the same?
About the same. It's hard to put venom toxicity on a scale.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Because it's either it will do nothing to you, it will be very painful, or it will kill you dead.
I guess that's true, yeah. Well, I guess if you do get bit by one and you have, like, symptoms, which one would be worse out of the 3? Or are they about the same symptoms?
It'll be about the same symptoms.
Okay.
You'll get some red lumps, itchiness, bit of pain.
Okay.
But if you're allergic, don't.
So are there people who are specifically allergic to spiders and not bees?
Pretty much shared. The venom's pretty similar in terms of how your body reacts to it.
Right, okay.
So if you're allergic to one, you're most likely allergic to the other.
That is kind of cool. Well, but, not for the people with them, but...
Yeah. But, with, like, bee allergies, there's also a scale. Like, some people just get red lumps all over, and some people goes into shock.
Well, that's the same with just anaphylactic and non-anaphylactic allergies in general, right? Yeah, okay.
Yep, correct.
So, in terms of its rarity, I feel like I might have seen 1 or 2 every now and then, but I feel like I haven't paid attention to them. So maybe, like, they're a bit rarer than house spiders, but still not that rare? That's what I'm guessing.
Yep. Yeah, that would be about right. They can be quite elusive because they do take down their web during the day. So they rebuild it. They rebuild it every night.
Yes, I know that some spiders do that. Okay.
Yeah. Some orb weavers just leave the web out all day, all night, and only rebuild it when it's destroyed. But the gardens, they take it down.
And they take it very seriously, I see.
They take it very seriously there.
Okay, I guess I'll put it as a 5 then. I think I would put normal orb weavers at a 4 then, in that case, if we had that on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And then for creep is, okay, I think fur, because from what I saw in the picture, it's very furry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very furry. It's got a bit of red legs.
Yeah, it's just shouting weird.
It's a brownish spider.
I think it's the pattern on its that's the abdomen, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The pattern on its abdomen is also a bit weird, isn't it?
Hmm.
So
it's almost got like a little face on it.
Yeah, it does. Is it meant to be like a face?
So it's subjective.
Because I know that there's certain like animals in the animal kingdom which will have like a fake face on their tail.
Yep.
To like to make it think like predators think that they're watching.
Yep.
So I wonder if this is one of those cases.
It might be. I don't actually have an answer for that.
Right. Okay. Well, in terms of creep in itself, though, I think it'll be pretty high. What are you thinking? Where would you put it?
Yeah, I put it kind of medium, middle of the road. They are quite creepy when you walk into them middle of the night.
Yeah. Oh god, I hate walking into webs at the middle of the night. We've got oh, actually, we'll get to that later, but there's a spider in front of my house. And it's huge. Its web is bloody huge. It's like the size of, I don't know, a pillow. It's gigantic, and it's just right in front of the door. So it's an absolute menace whenever we try and leave and enter the house. I honestly, do you know of a spider which makes abnormally large webs?
It could be a golden orb weaver. They
okay.
They could make pretty large webs, but you should be able to tell because the web is kind of yellowish.
Oh, okay. I don't think it is then, because the spider that I'm talking about, it's like, you know those how sometimes there's spiders where they could make webs that go over like a pathway.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of like that size of a web, but the spider itself is like you can still see it, but it's not that big.
Yeah, there's a few orb weavers that do massive webs. They just let the wind take the strand of web wherever it goes and then bridge it.
That's interesting. That is probably like an energy saving thing to do that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So they will put their ass in the air, release the strand of web, and just let the wind kind of blow it in one direction until it kind of sticks.
Splooge some web into the air and then hope for the best.
Yeah.
You know, that's a mating tactic for certain species.
Just
splooge into the air and hope for the best, yeah. Especially fish. I've heard a lot of fish do that.
Of fish, yeah. Maybe not in the air, just in the water.
In the water, yeah. They just splooge in the water and then let the current just carry their semen equivalent across the across the water. Alright, next one. It's this boy, the one that I for some reason see a lot.
Favorite.
I see this guy so much.
This guy's a fun one. He's everywhere. People, we love it. You shine a torch in the middle of the night on some trees. Their eyes are reflective.
Yeah, I feel like they're really creepy personally. But,
really?
Yeah, I feel like they're really creepy, but I don't mind them. As in, like, I feel like they're creepy, but my rational thought says they literally do, like, they're not that harmful, and they eat, like, other insects, so, you know.
Yep.
But I don't know what is on. I guess it's the fact that it looks like they're covered in hairs as well, because, like, you can see, like, the dark brown underneath, and then, like, the grayish over, so you can see the hairs. And also the fact that they scamper like a little bitch.
They do scamper. They're a bit of a zoomy.
They're so fast for their size.
Zoom around.
Yeah.
They are a type of crab spider.
I don't know how to describe it, but they do this thing where they move really slowly and then all of a sudden move really quickly. And it's that like sudden like it's the change between moving really quick and really slow that I think makes me feel really creepy. Like
they
unsettling.
Move much faster horizontally than they are vertically. Right. So they walk forward and backward quite slow, but left and right really fast.
Right. Yeah. That's weird. These guys are absolute. Look, if I see one, I just will leave it be. I've posted. Actually, you've probably seen me post a few huntsman spiders pictures on my Twitter, but yeah, I'll just leave them alone. But they're just weird. It's like
they're just little. They're just guys. They're just little wall.
I guess they are. Creatures. And I feel like huntsman spiders would be those spiders which they feel like they should be poisonous, but they're not. Sorry, venomous. They feel like they should be venomous, but they're not. Kind of thing. Yeah. They're big. They're intimidating in some cases, especially the females. But they're just there. Like, look at how big his mandibles are. And then he just, like, kind of, you know, does nothing. It's like, okay, well. I think, okay, you know what? This is how I can describe him. The huntsman spider is the living embodiment of gaslight, or, like, a disguise. Gaslight. Taking advantage of other species' traits to, like, make itself seem more dangerous.
Girl boss, gaslight.
Girl boss, gaslight, huntsman.
Huntsman.
Yeah.
What's the third one? Girl boss, gaslight.
Gatekeep.
gatekeep. That's right. I was gonna say. I was not. Yep.
Gatekeepers for the funnel web.
Yeah.
That's the funnel web, and then this guy's the gaslight. Who's the girl boss? Who's the girl? Who's the girl boss of the spider?
They're all girl. They're all girl bosses.
Actually, that's true because they're pretty much a female-dominated species, aren't they? In terms of like, yeah, that's true. Oh my god, they are. They are the girl boss gatekeep, gaslight gatekeep.
Gaslight.
Yeah. So this guy's the size.
That's why you get some massive huntsmen out here.
You get some massive ones, but also some fairly like moderate size ones too. It's a very, it's one of those species which is like very big and small at the same time, isn't it?
There's a couple of different species. There's smaller ones, there's bigger ones. I mean, the biggest huntsman spider's got a very, very wide leg span.
How wide?
30 centimeter.
Jesus Christ! That's big!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay,
I've never seen one that
very
big.
Long legs.
I've seen moths that big. I don't know, okay.
Yeah. What do you mean you say moths that big?
Okay.
It's at 30 centimeter.
Roundabout, yeah. Okay, maybe when it's like fully wings are open, like its wingspan. Not necessarily just head to toe. Because I don't know about you, but living in Australia feels like every once in a while you see a spider and yeah, okay, so what? But every once in a while you get teleported back to like the Jurassic age and see this gigantic motherfucker of an insect. And you're just like, oh, those exist too. Because on the day, like when I was walking out one day, I saw this gigantic fucking moth and I was like, that's not a normal moth. It's fucking huge.
We got some big moths here as well.
I didn't know they could get that big. I was like, is this a moth or is this like a, I don't know, a banana, like a rotten banana on the ground? Because that's kind of what it looked like. It was that big. It's insane. Anyways, huntsman spiders. I guess we'll put them at 5 or 5 maybe?
No, we can't put them 5.
No?
Didn't we put the funnel webs at 6.
That's true. They should be.
Yeah, there'll be at least 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we'll put them at 7 because they can be much smaller than a funnel web though. So I feel like 7 then maybe.
Yeah.
All right. In terms of danger, from what I know, they're harmless, but I know that they do have a
not very
bit
dangerous.
of a bite. So maybe
they're a painful bite.
Yeah, so maybe 2 then, just for the bite, because they're not life-threatening. Rarity.
No.
Oh, rarity's an interesting one because I feel like I see them a lot more often than most people do.
They are pretty common. They do like to get into houses because it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
You know, if you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I guess we can put them at like a 3 or a 2 then.
Yeah.
I feel like this because I feel like I don't know whether it's because they're bigger, so I notice them more, or whether they actually are more prevalent. That's the thing as well.
Probably both.
Maybe, yeah. Creep factor, I've already told you my opinion on this. I'm gonna put it there. Like,
they're little speedsters.
Yeah. Look, no spider should walk like a crab. It's weird. Crab spiders are weird. The janky little things. Okay, next one. Yeah. What's the next one? Oh, Screamy Break. Okay, so I put this here purely for those who like still wanted to watch the stream but a bit afraid of spiders. You know, we can chill and look at some, you know,
look at little drawings of spiders.
Some cute spiders. Do you think you can identify any like species from these? Because I can't.
Oh, there's a jumping spider at the bottom right.
Is that because of its eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all
we actually didn't have any jumping spider on the list. I thought about it, but
jumping spiders are. I feel like they give the entire spider like species a bad rap because you think everything's a jumping spider, and then you get scared.
But people like jumping spiders.
They do, unless they're like arachnophobic.
They are just little guys.
They're really harmless, but I think the fear for like a lot of arachnophobic people is that they would think that a lot of spiders that aren't jumping spiders are jumping spiders, and they would be afraid that it would jump on them.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that I can see that.
Even though they're like just tiny little, their eyes are huge. They're so adorable. The little guys, yeah, they're the little guys.
The little guys, they dance.
Yeah.
The males will dance. The peacock jumping spiders.
They do, and then they get eaten, like every other.
They get eaten. Yeah. Sometime.
I'm just
if their move does not riz the
yeah lady. It's riz or die for them.
It's riz or die.
Riz or die. It's literally Lady Gaga's new song Abracadabra. What was that? What was the lyric from it? It's like death, dance, or what was it? I don't remember. Okay, wait, I'm gonna stop making sure you references.
I'm not much of a music buff myself.
No, me neither. But I do like myself a little Lady Gaga.
What do you mean? You do covers?
Well, yeah, but I'm not music buff. Like I listen to a lot of J-pop and stuff, but
you are a singer. You're a vocalist.
I am not a singer. I sing, but I'm not a vocalist. Singer. I use my voice. Also, I just realized that the middle one isn't actually a spider because it has 10 legs.
If you count the front two as pedipalps, it'll fine.
As what?
Pedipalps.
What are pedipalps?
They're the little front face. The face things. Actually, go back up to Black House Spider. I'll show you the pedipalps.
Yeah. All right. Here. Oh, I see. I see what you mean.
Yeah, they got the two front fillers.
The
pedipalp.
Yeah, that's... Huh. Okay, fair enough.
Boys have bigger pedipalps than girls, because that's where also they store their sperm.
Oh, I see. Store the sperm in the mouth. They like oral... Anyways.
Yeah.
Alright, Squeamy break over. Next one. Oh, I think this is the most iconic
spider
in Australia, right?
The Australian cousin to the Black Widow.
Yeah. Which, I feel like this is just a little taste in the morning. Yeah, just a little taste. Tastes salty. Anyways, yeah, redbacks are a weird one, because I always thought in popular media that Black Widows were redbacks, because I never knew that, like, because, you know, I was exposed to redbacks first. So, these guys are interesting. I don't have much to go off about these, apart from that they're very iconic and they're slightly poisonous.
Have you seen them?
I have, yes. I have seen quite a few of them.
Excellent.
They're... Honestly, for how iconic they are, they're not that common, in my opinion.
No.
They are common in, like, tiny little, like, corners in, like, the back of a garden shed, maybe.
Yes, they love a garden shed.
Oh, they do, don't they? But we don't got one of those, so... I know what they look like. I've seen them. They're not that big, but... They're not that common either, are they?
No, they're not overly common.
I've never seen one in the house.
They can be territorial with each other, so they generally quite spread out.
Right, okay. This guy's... Okay, well, I guess we can start rating this guy, because I don't know what to say about this him. So his size, I would say, is a 2.
Yeah, they're not large.
They're not very big.
They're not very big spiders.
Honestly, if you just took a glance at a redback spider, I think you wouldn't even be able to tell it has red back if you just took a quick glance.
Yeah. Both of them have the red hourglass on the underside. Like the Black Widow also have like the bit of red marking.
They do, but their red markings are like a little bit different, aren't they? They're more. They don't extend completely to the end of the abdomen.
No.
Yeah, that's a weird difference. Danger. I've heard, from what I've heard, around like a 4. They're not that dangerous, but they're still venomous.
Yeah, they're more medically significant than your Black House spiders and your your daddy long legs.
I think redback spider is the point where you would go to a hospital in case, kind of thing.
Yeah.
If it was just a normal house spider or something, I probably wouldn't go to the hospital. It might be a good idea to do it anyways, but I wouldn't. I would just search online and see what works with spider bites.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll put it at a 4. Rarity, I guess we already talked about this a little bit, but maybe like a...
Yeah. Maybe like a 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Okay.
Maybe a 3. I don't think they're in the 4 range. Redbacks, you probably won't see them around your house too often. But
yeah.
If you go outside and look for
that's
it, you'll
true.
find
Okay,
it.
no, that's fair enough. Because I'm basing completely off what I can see within my house. Because I don't go outside. So
Touch
yeah.
grass.
I played that Discord game where you touch grass and you get like it's like the cookie clicker game. Is that good enough?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. For April Fools, they had a touch grass game where it's a bit like cookie clicker. And you get like unlocked. Okay. It's great. Creep factor, honestly, I think a 2. Because I feel like popular media has portrayed these spiders and just like Black Widows in general so much that it's become desensitized, I feel like.
It is one of the more iconic spiders.
It is, isn't it?
It's like the type of spider that turns you into Spider-Man.
Actually,
so I think
that was a Black Widow, wasn't it? Was it?
I think it is some sort of radioactive Black Widow, yeah.
Yeah. From most popular depictions, at least. Interesting. Okay, yeah, the redback is pretty... Oh, actually, I know a fun fact about the redback spider. I don't know, you probably know this because, you know...
Go on.
Apparently, Japan has a big redback problem because of us. There were some imports into Japan. Yeah.
No, I did not know this.
Yeah, so there are imports of, like, I don't remember what product into Japan, and then redbacks became an invasive species in Japan. And there was a really big problem at the start because there wasn't any anti-venom for it in Japan. Because they didn't need it. It wasn't there. But yeah, I think it's a lot better now, but there was a point where Japan was really struggling with redback spider anti-venom. So that's a fun fact. If you go to Japan, you might see one of these.
Might see one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. The weather in Japan can be quite suitable for something like a redback.
I didn't know much about the weather, but I did see it on the news article, and I was like, haha, you're ours now, Japan. You belong to us.
We have taken Japan just like we have taken California with the eucalyptus trees.
Yeah, exactly. I've always found that really hilarious. California with the eucalyptus trees.
Yep, these trees were not just combusting in fire.
It's like someone had to fuck up really bad for an entire tree to be able to do that. But yeah, let's see what's next. Redback. Oh, okay, these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and say these right now. I didn't know these guys existed until I started working on this PowerPoint slide.
They're fun, not a spider. Just gonna put it out here.
Okay, that's good. Because they don't look like one. I was gonna say that because okay, the right one I guess has 2 or 3 distinct body parts, but the left one feels like definitely only has 2.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a spider.
So when I mentioned to you that there's only one species on the list that we don't have in Australia, this is the one.
Oh, okay. I see.
They're more of a Middle East.
Right, okay.
Spider. Well, not spider.
Well, are they still arachnids?
Still arachnids.
Okay. Whoopsie, accidentally dropped a tree seed in the most fertile spot. Surely some rain won't come through. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, how... I guess California is still pretty hot and it's like suitable environment, but still, how?
It was a trade agreement. It was for timber.
Okay, yeah, but why eucalyptus trees?
Because we got these trees, it's heat resistant, it grows tall, it grows fast,
and
it grows
they're
straight.
Poisonous.
And it's good for building.
And they're poisonous.
and it's full of oil and combusting flames in dry seasons.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's part of their life cycle.
Yeah.
I think we swindled America with the.
We 100% swindled them. You know.
It's just like, yeah, it's a good trade.
It's a good trade. Your entire everything may burn down, but you know that's just a part of having them exist there. You know, honestly, that's.
We love our eucalypts.
That's one hell of a thing to evolve into, though, right? A way to incorporate bushfires into your life cycle. That's something new. So these guys, what are these guys actually? Because from the left one for me kind of looks like a Mandrake root if you flip it upside down.
Yeah, I see it. I think the one on the left and the right different species, but it's also depicting a male and a female.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
So the male's the abdomen is much smaller.
Right, they're like termites.
So they are a arachnid. They are more closely related to scorpions, but
right, they do seem like that.
Because they don't have fangs. They have chelicerae, which is like 2 pairs of jaws.
Oh, okay. Actually, Cornelius brought a good point. Which spider so far would you want to wake up next to the least, Ento? I've got my answer.
Which spider would you want to wake up the least? Good question. Probably a huntsman.
Yeah, okay, that's the same as me.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to wake up next to a Sydney funnel web.
No,
I mean,
yeah, well, I don't want to die.
Coast, and I don't want to die.
Yeah, but huntsmans are just. Ugh. I'm a fan of insects and bugs, but huntsmen are just. It's the same with certain species of cockroach. I just can't get used to them. They just. What? Okay, what's your reasoning for not wanting to wake up next to a huntsman?
Well, because they're just the largest available spider that realistically I can wake up next to.
I feel like if I wake up next to one, it's gonna walk in my mouth.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind waking up next to a tarantula, because that's a friend right there. You can capture that guy and
yeah, they're like pretty tameable, yeah. And also, if push comes to shove, protein.
Yum yum yum.
But yeah, okay. So these camel spiders, what? Okay, wait. Do they do scuttle at superficie? Yes, they do, and sideways. It's unnatural. Okay. I don't care what you say, but no spider should walk back like side to side instead of front and back. Okay, anyways. So, camel spiders, do they have a similar diet to normal spiders then? Or are they like completely...
They eat invertebrate, they will eat a bit of small lizards, small reptiles.
Right, okay.
And they also have, you can see their pedipalps are different from a spider. It's almost like they have 10 legs.
They
legs, 2 pair of pedipalp up front.
They look a lot bigger than normal spider ones.
They get massive. They're hard to keep alive in captivity.
That's interesting.
They're not sure why yet. Nobody's really. I shouldn't say nobody, but a lot of people struggle to keep them alive for long periods of time in captivity.
That's interesting. Do they
probably not keeping them warm enough?
That's possible too, because I think I mean, they're used to desert like temperatures, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that might be the case. I think. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next slide and start ratings, because I know nothing about this thing. So camel spiders, which aren't actually spiders, how big are they? I think
they're decently big.
They look pretty big. I feel like they would be about as big as a scorpion, from what I can see. Or like scorpion size in general, because scorpions can be big and small.
Yeah.
So I feel like in terms of spiders, though, if we had to do the average size of all spiders, I think a camel spider would be a bit bigger.
Yep, correct.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put that maybe at a 4 or a 3.5 or a 3.
I'll go higher.
Higher?
I'll go
okay.
Higher. They can be slightly bigger than some of your huntsmen.
Oh, okay. Then maybe a 5 or a 6 then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in the middle then. In terms of danger, I know nothing about whether these guys are venomous or not. So that's completely up to you.
They are not venomous at all.
Okay.
Zero venom. They are not dangerous.
Do they rely completely on the actual like kinetic force of their
Yeah, they rely completely on the jaw.
Okay.
Which they can give you they'll give you a nasty nip.
Oh, well, yeah, fair enough. But they're only that big, so
yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Rarity. I know nothing about these spiders again, so do tell. How rare are these guys normally?
They are quite rare. You will never see them here.
Yes, of course. But do you? Is it? Do they dig under the sand? Because I know a few.
They dig. They burrow. They're nocturnal. They call them camel spiders because when they first saw them out in the open, they would seek refuge underneath camels, the shadows. So they will follow the camel around.
That is really fucking cool and creepy.
And I think that kind of sparks some rumors about them eating camels.
Yeah, that generally happens with stuff like this, doesn't it?
Yeah. But they don't like the sun.
Okay. If they're nocturnal, they would be even harder to find, not to mention the coloring of these guys. So I guess it would be pretty high in terms of, like, rarity, right?
They are pretty rare, just also because they're hard to keep alive in captivity. So
yeah, that's true.
They can be very expensive in the pet trade.
So I guess 7 maybe?
Yeah. 7 or 8.
Okay, I'll put it in the middle then. Okay, for creepy, this thing is really weird to me. It's really creepy because it's a
weird thing.
Yeah, it's not like a spider. Anything with 8 legs and isn't a spider, it just feels weird to me.
Yeah. Almost like a sea creature.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like, if it didn't have legs and had like fins or something, that could definitely work as a sea creature. Yeah. I'll put it here, because I'm blocking the rest of the scale. Alright. Next one. Oh, okay, I had to specifically search what this one was, because I knew it existed, but I didn't know what it was called.
Oh, yeah.
I think these guys are really neat.
So they are a type of orb weaver?
Right, yes. They do have that special characteristic of making their web super thick to make it look like longer legs. Is that why?
Yeah, so most people suggest that it's for warning to birds.
Right.
So there's a web here, don't fly here.
Right, okay. Because, yeah, from just observation, it feels like it's something as like a look here. Well, what I thought previously was that, like, look here, my legs are super long, so I'm super bad and I'm a baddie.
It could also make themselves look bigger.
Because they tend to sit in the middle of the cross, don't they? Yeah.
Yep.
So, that's really interesting. Although, they also have pretty bright colors as well, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, they have your classic yellow, black, and white.
The Aboriginal colors.
Like a bumblebee.
Oh yeah, like a bumblebee. Yeah. I've never actually seen a baby one of these before, so this is actually really cool. I feel like
the male stays much smaller, so the right is a female and a male.
Oh, so that's a female and a male. Okay, I thought that was a baby and a female. Okay, I see.
So really only the female get the nice patterns.
Oh, that's sad. Poor males. Poor dudes.
Poor boys.
Do they... Well, I guess before they, like, mate and, like, find a mate, they would both make the cross, right?
I'm not sure if the male actually does the cross. have to look into it, but...
Okay.
Be right back, I gotta sort something out, sorry
Oh,
about
that's
that.
all good, that's all good. I'll entertain chat while you're gone. Hello, chat. How's everybody doing with spiders so far? Because honestly, I'm learning a lot of stuff. I knew about these spiders, or I've seen some of these spiders before, but I've never actually took the time to like actually, you know, be in depth and actually learn about like whether they're poisonous or something. I'm really glad Ento's here because I know next to nothing about these guys. Apart from like the few very common ones, which are like they warn you in school and stuff. Like it's like redback spider, brown snake. Those are the two animals that they're like, these are poisonous, don't touch them. And funnel webs too, but they're very uncommon, so they don't talk about that much. They do, yeah. You do, hold on. I'm also learning a lot. Okay, that's actually really good. That's really good. I don't know a lot about spiders. I really want to, because they're everywhere, right? Spiders are everywhere, in all shapes and forms. Insects are one of the most diverse species of, like, organisms on Earth. And holy shit, just from learning about ants, the amount of things, like the amount of differences between species are insane. I'll use my knowledge about ants, but there's some ants, if you didn't know, which can use their mandibles as like a trampoline. They're called jumping jack ants. There was another name for them. I don't remember their scientific name, but they can use their mandibles as a trampoline. So what they would do is they would open them up and then close them at super fast speeds and then propel themselves ass first into the sky like a jump. Those ants are fucking awesome, okay? That sounds awesome. Oh, hey, are you back?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I was just talking about jumping jacks. Yeah, so I really want to learn more about insects. This guy, St. Andrew's Cross.
Yes, St. Andrew's Cross, orb weaver, unlike the garden orb weaver, they don't take down the web after they build it. That's why they kind of do the cross to make sure no bird or people are aware that there's a web here.
I have noticed that their webs don't change. Interesting. So, from the orb weavers I've seen, because for some reason they really like the bush in front of my house, they're not that big.
No, they're not that big. Correct.
I think most of these will be on 2 or 3, especially like orb weavers or like web weaving spiders.
Yeah, normally about 3. Like the St. Andrew's Cross doesn't get much bigger than the garden orb weaver.
No, it doesn't.
Slightly more leggier.
They are definitely more leggier, yeah. And I think they look more intimidating just because they look like their legs are huge. But to be fair, it's actually interesting because they only make 4, right? They only make 4 like cross. Like the cross is only in 4 directions, isn't it? So
yes,
what they normally do is they put 2 legs on each vector of the cross, don't they?
Yep.
How the hell did someone evolve like that? That's like...
Yeah, it's interesting. Because, yeah, it just sort of end up that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah. Evolution's a funny thing.
It is. It's crazy. In terms of danger, what would you say in terms of danger? I don't actually know how dangerous they are. They're very bright.
Not really dangerous. Very bright, but it's mostly just for show. They're,
okay.
Not medically significant. Very rarely bites, and you very rarely see them at all.
Oh, really?
Well, they're not very common, the St. Andrew's Cross.
Maybe they're just like a regional thing, because where I live, it wouldn't be hard to find one.
Oh, do you see them a lot?
I see them every fucking day. Especially, as I said before, on the bush outside my house.
Yeah.
There's always 1 or 2 there. Without fail.
Maybe it is an East Coast thing.
Maybe. Interesting. Okay, so for danger at least, we'll put it here then. For rarity, maybe it's rare for you but not for me, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess we'll put it at like a 4, 3, 4? Because I feel like...
Well, rarity, yeah. I think they're more common on the East Coast. So
okay, because for me, I would like if it was just me, I would put them in at 2.
Yeah.
Okay, and then creep. I'm not creeped out at them by all.
Yeah,
they're super cool.
They're not that creepy. They're very cool spiders.
I feel like they're one of the coolest types of like, what the fuck, a spider can do that kind of thing? Just because who look, no one if they're creating like okay, pretend someone's creating a character from Spore, right? Like in Spore.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would make this an evolutionary trait? Like, who in their right mind would make it so that they would make a cross with their legs and web? That's just awesome.
Got a degree in web design.
I know. Ento, I swear to God, Ento. I would put it at like a here, like a 2.5. I think that's where I'll put it.
Yep.
Okay, next
that's about right.
one. Oh, this boy. It's a boy.
The Lantala.
It's a boy. Well, it's actually a girl, but actually, these are probably girls. Oh,
the one on the left.
The one on the left. Yeah, the admin's too thin.
It's
very small.
The admin's a bit small.
Yeah, the one on the right. It could be either. Honestly, we don't have a clear enough picture. I think.
I had a pet tarantula. Rest in peace, Oliver.
Pardon?
I had one pet tarantula.
Oh, did you?
Lived for about 3 years.
Oh, that's about like the average span, right?
Well, for a boy,
yeah.
The girls go for like 15.
Yeah, okay. The females are like they live as long as dogs, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went because I only got him when he was itsy bitsy, and you can't really sex them when they're young. So when he turned into a boy, and said, "Oh damn! I guess you're gonna be a short-lived one."
I guess. Imagine that was in real. Imagine it was like that in like human society. Oh, it's a boy. Oh, he's only gonna live for like to the age of 20. Dude, the amount of like males with depression would increase by so much.
Well, you know, it's like the one-child policy. If it's a girl,
that's true.
It happens.
It does in society, unfortunately.
Society's a bitch.
Yeah, it is. We live in a society, as Joko would like to say. So the size of these guys, they're big.
They're big. They're the biggest.
They're probably a 6 or a 7, right? Or even stretching an 8 in some cases.
Yeah. Well, if you put tarantula at 6 or 7, what are you putting at 10?
That's a good question. Well, I guess bird eaters.
But bird eaters are tarantulas.
Oh, yeah, they are. Well, this is maybe then. Okay, maybe how about 8? Because I feel like there's I don't know, because there are some species of tarantula that are also small. This is a hard one.
Correct. So yeah, I'm happy with like 8.
Yeah, I think 8. Yeah,
they're the biggest spiders. But you know, it's a group. Tarantula's a group. There's big ones, there's small ones, there's colorful ones, there's brown ones. We get all the brown ones.
I like how the equivalent of colorful is brown. Not even like brown. Dull, just brown.
Yeah, it's just brown.
Just brown. In terms of danger, I've heard that they're not dangerous. They're not very dangerous.
They're not very dangerous. It's painful. You know, it's got big teeth.
Maybe a 3
big
then?
fang. Yeah, maybe a 3.
Just for the pain, but not the venom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rarity. What would you say rarity is? Because I've never seen a bird eating one, for example. But I think I've seen a few just other species of tarantula.
They can be somewhat common in certain areas. I've never seen one in person. Oh, not actually. I haven't seen one in the wild. I've seen a lot in person because they're popular pets.
Oh, okay. Maybe a 5 then. I guess.
Well, the popular pets, and I had one as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna say 5 purely like. But what I mean by 5 is question mark, not necessarily 5. kind of like weird, isn't it, for tarantulas? I think it's
yeah.
I think tarantula is a weird one because it's such a wide category of spiders. How about creep?
Yeah, not very. The larger, for me, most of the time, the larger they get, the less creepy they get.
I agree with that as well, actually. I think there's like a curve. If it's really small, it's really creepy. And then when it's like, sorry, wait, no. When it's really small, it's not creepy. And then it gets creepier, and then it comes back down.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe like a, here? Like a 2.5?
Yeah.
I think that works.
2.5, that works. That works for me.
Alright. Next one. Yay! Yay! Shoot one out for the lads. It's a trapdoor spider.
It's a trapdoor spider. We love our
These
trapdoors here.
guys are absolutely amazing, actually. And I just want to say the picture on the left. How the fuck is that spider doing what it's doing? Because all 8 of its legs are out. He's doing some gymnastics over there.
Yeah, they're flexible.
Yeah. So, trapdoor spiders, for those who don't know, are spiders which literally make a trapdoor. If there's an insect that will like kind of activates the, I would say pressure sensors, but basically, yeah, there are trapdoors in Australia, Cornelius. Yeah, but
there's a lot of trapdoors in Australia.
Tons. But its webs are basically like pressure plates, aren't they?
The web's more like, they're like a tunnel, and then there's like strands, like pressure plates around it.
I think it's kind of like the I don't know, like in some anime you would see this where they would put like strings or stuff like outside a house, and then like little like bells on it. It's kind of like that, from what I can see with the webs. So these guys are super cool because they, first of all, they open their webs really fucking fast.
Yes.
They
are very fast at reacting to movements.
Although when they drag in their prey, they're a lot slower. They're not slow, but just slower. There's some where I'm from too, but only in the highlands. Oh, I didn't know that there were trapdoors in Malaysia. I guess it's just a tropical spider in general, isn't it?
Yeah, they're a bit everywhere. Like the tarantula's a bit everywhere as well.
That's interesting. I didn't know.
In most continents.
Right, I thought trapdoor spiders were more region specific than that. So, trapdoor spiders. What would their size be? I don't actually know. I've never seen one, ever.
They stay smaller than most your tarantulas, but larger than your funnel webs and such.
So maybe. Oh, okay. So like a 6 or a 7 then in that case.
Yeah, somewhere around that, 6 or 7. Some can get quite large.
Yeah.
The oldest spider was a trapdoor spider.
The which one?
The oldest.
Oh, really?
The oldest spider is a trapdoor spider that lived in Western Australia.
That is interesting. Is it still alive or is it dead?
She lived 43 years old.
Oh, damn.
And died in 2016 from a parasitic wasp.
Oh, no. From a wasp?
From a wasp.
That's sad. Damn.
The previous record holder was only 28 years.
Damn, it lived for a long... It went... I'm going for this record.
It went 43.
Yeah.
Her name was number 16.
Oh. Not even like Betsy or anything, just number 16?
Yeah, I think... well, because trapdoor spiders, they only live in one burrow. They kind of... It was on a reserve, and the scientists kind of named them.
Okay, fair.
They put a little flag next to their burrow.
Oh, that's actually really adorable. Strongest granny. Yeah, that's about right. The strongest granny known to man. This is why you never piss off your elders. So danger. I don't know much about the danger of these guys, but I'm gonna assume purely from its behavior that it's not gonna be very venomous, but it might have paralysis effects.
Yeah, so their venom, on par with most of your other primitive spiders with tarantulas and such.
Right. So, do they have a paralysis in them? Because I feel like there's no point in trapdooring them if you can't paralyze them when they're in there. Okay, cool.
So the venom's fairly fast acting, but they also have very strong jaws to keep.
Right. Okay.
Them down.
So maybe a 3 in terms of human danger. I don't feel like you'll ever need to worry about it though, because they're always in their burrows. I don't think they ever go outside apart from mating, like funnel webs, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So only the male will venture out of the funnel, the burrow, but the female basically lives their entire lifespan in the same location.
Yeah.
Unless forced to vacate.
Of course, yeah. So, because of that, I think the rarity would be insanely high. Purely because it's not a common spider by distribution anyways, but on top of that, they also in their burrows, and on top of that, their burrows are also camouflaged.
Yep.
I'm gonna put this out of 10. I feel like they're the hardest spiders to actively seek out.
They're very difficult to find, but you know, if you know where to find them,
okay, maybe I'll put it at a 9
be able to see them.
Because maybe there's some like nearly extinct spiders, which would be at 10 instead. How about creep level? I want to just say when I did this PowerPoint slide, this picture creeped me out a lot, the left one, but it isn't necessarily creepy in itself, from what I see. It looks like a bunch of segmented bamboo, its legs.
Yeah. So the creep factor, sometimes they can be like a bigger funnel web, which does scare people a bit sometimes when you find an adult male out and about.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Slight tangent just because it's vaguely wildlife related. See Robert Irwin in a different light now. What do you mean?
Did you not see the commercial?
Oh, you mean the one with the non-alcoholic drink thing?
Is it the non-alcoholic drink?
Is it the one?
It's the underwear. It's the underwear commercial.
Oh, I didn't know about an underwear commercial. Oh, whoops.
Did you not see Robert's Calvin Klein commercial?
No, I didn't. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, the snake wrapped around his neck.
Oh. So he had 2 snakes in that picture then?
Yeah.
Wait, how old is he? Hold on a minute. How old is he?
He's of age.
Okay, cool. Okay, I don't want to be making inappropriate jokes if otherwise. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. I thought he was always just a fairly chill guy. I didn't know about anything about his ads, apart from that, like...
He is still a fairly chill ad. He's still a fairly chill,
yeah.
Chill guy.
I can't... Okay, here's the thing, Korn. Every person my age or so, he's basically a kid. Even though he's literally, like, basically my age, he's still a kid. Because that's... You know when you first... Like, it's like first impressions kind of thing, right?
First impression.
Because he was a kid, so he is a kid. He's holding a big parenti... Oh, a parent... How do you pronounce that? Parenti? In his skivvies. Oh my god, Korn! Yeah, I just realized what you said. I didn't read the skivvies part. I thought you were just talking about the snake. Yeah, that's... Yeah, he's a thing, isn't he? He's there.
Do you want to see photos? I can send you some photos.
You know what? Sure. Just for the context.
Actually, oh no, it's not for Calvin Klein, it's for Bonds.
Bonds, okay. That doesn't change much, but... Okay, let's see. Let's take a peek at this ad. Oh yeah, I totally get it, but he's in his undies now. Oh, he is. Oh wow, he's actually pretty fucking built.
Yes, he is.
Oh god, he looks so weird.
I know.
He's got a beard.
He's so...
Oh.
I don't know, but he's so grown now for some reason.
Oh, that's so weird. He's got a beard. Oh, that's...
He's still only 21. Like, that does not look like a 21-year-old.
No, Jesus, that's so weird. Oh, that's super weird. That's gonna give every Aussie a real fucking whiplash. Oh, that is really fucking weird. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Creep factor for trapdoor spiders. What are you gonna rate that?
What are you gonna rate that?
I would rate it at like a 4 maybe, because it's not inherently creepy, but for some reason that picture on the left does give me
they're not creepy. You're not gonna see them very often.
Yeah. Mouse spider. Okay. Are these guys... Oh yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
We're starting to get to the territory where I just start adding spiders.
Okay, I see. Because this one is not one I added. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything else
not one of your work.
Is
Well, there's this couple. I shuffled the order around a bit.
Oh, okay.
So there's
okay.
couple in the back that you still know. You know, just to keep it all fresh.
Ah, I see.
Just
okay.
To keep it fresh.
Now the new 10 to 10 creepy has to beat that. Well, this is really creepy in itself.
It's not creepy.
I feel like it is. Anything with like a cherry-colored head should be disposed of instantly. No, nothing should have a head the color of a cherry.
A cherry.
Yeah.
They're called red-headed. That one's a male red-headed mouse spider.
And it shouldn't exist. Just simply, it shouldn't. So tell me about these spiders, because I know nothing about them, because this was one of your submissions.
So they're another primitive spider, alongside with your funnel webs,
are they?
and tarantulas. So you can see the female on the right. When they strike, they have to position their head upwards.
Oh yes, they do.
And the fangs strike down. They are similar lifestyle to a funnel web, but they're not as much of a web builder as
Are they ambush
webs
ones?
are. They're ambush ones.
Right, okay.
The female rarely ventures out of her tunnel. The males will during mating season will be out and about. So the one on the left is a male. Only the males got that red head. So when they were first described, they thought they were two different species. Because the females are light, black and shiny.
That's interesting. Okay. I've also noticed these guys have a really small thorax, don't they?
Yeah, they have a very big head.
Yeah, they have a lot smaller of a thorax compared to other spider species we've seen. That is weird as well. It's like their head is kind of like melded into where the thorax should be.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they are also pretty uncommon. I've only seen, I think I only seen one in person.
Oh, you've seen these in person. I don't think I've ever. Oh, maybe I've seen a cherry head, that's for sure, but I don't know whether it was a mouse spider. Are mouse spiders the only one with cherry heads?
There might be others, but nothing comes to mind at the moment.
Okay, it was probably mouse spider then. More likely than not. Alright. So now, okay, because now this is like, I don't know anything about these guys. I cannot tell, no, that thing, I don't know.
Oh, just by physical observation.
Okay, physical observation, I would put it at a... Oh, it's a mouse spider, so it might eat mouse. So maybe like a 3 or a 4? 3.5?
Yeah, they're about similar size to your... They're slightly bigger than yours, more robust than your Sydney funnel webs.
Okay. Oh, so maybe at a 4 or 5 then.
Yeah, so about 5. They're medium-sized spiders. They're smaller than your most trapdoors.
Right. Okay. And then danger. I feel like these guys aren't going to be very dangerous, because I feel like if they consume big prey, they're likely more focused on actually getting their bites in instead of a poison or a venom.
They are somewhat medically significant.
Fuck.
Because they're closely related to the funnel webs.
Oh, right.
Their venoms are not as potent, but funnel web anti-venoms have the same effect too. You can treat mouse spider bites with funnel web.
Oh, okay.
Anti-venoms. So they're not as bad as a funnel web, but still quite bad. Probably more medically significant than a redback in terms of the reaction you're gonna have.
Then definitely like here somewhere then.
Yeah, so somewhere between, like in the middle.
And what would you say for the rarity then?
They're quite rare. Like the trapdoors, the females you rarely is seen unless you go digging, flipping rocks around.
I've never seen one. That may be a region thing, but I've never seen one personally, at least from memory, or at least it hasn't been notable. So yeah, I'll say it's pretty rare too, just from, you know, creep. There it is. There's 10. There's 9. I'll put it at 9.5.
Put it at 9. You think?
I hate cherry heads. Nothing should look that delicious and be stupidly venomous. It's a disgrace. Okay, next one. Okay, yeah, this was one I added, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
the wolf spider.
So this was one. Okay, I just want to make it clear. The one on the left, that's an egg sac on it, right? Or like baby spiders?
They hatched.
Right, yeah, baby spiders, right.
Spiderlings, or as we call it, slings.
Is that actually a term for them?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, a hobbyist term, you call baby spider slings.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, this guy, he's big, I know that much. He's fairly big. Is he...
Fairly big.
He looks like a primitive species. Is he?
He's not.
Oh, okay. He gives me that big brown vibe. But
yeah, he does have big brown vibe, but he's not one of the primitive species.
I see. Yes, pregnancy. Yes. Well, no, not postpartum. Yes, postpartum. Yeah, postpartum. This spider is postpartum. And look at all those tiny ass spiders. Look at them. Look at them. There's so many.
Yeah.
Oh, they're probably like only 5 of them will survive, wouldn't they?
Yeah, only a very small percentage will survive.
Yeah.
Old wolf spiders because they're quite an active hunter.
Yes. That's why they're called wolf spiders, right?
Yep.
I think these are the spiders you'll find being like aggressive in most cases, right?
They're the one you'll find out and about middle of the night on the ground.
Yeah, right. Wait, wolf spiders aren't huntsmen, right? No, they're separate. They're also. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they're also a fairly big category.
Yes, wolf spiders also a very big category.
Okay, yeah.
There's a lot of different wolf spiders. There's a giant one that gets quite big.
Yeah, I've seen big ones that go really big. But yeah, they're different from huntsmen. I know that for a fact, but I don't know what the difference is until now. So these guys, they're basically huntsmen, but more angry.
More angry, less arboreal, so they don't climb.
Oh,
They don't really climb walls and trees. They're more of a. During the day, they will have their little tunnel.
Right. Yes. Yes. That's okay. So I think these guys would be like fairly yay size, right? They look like a primitive size. So I'm gonna assume like a 6, maybe.
More around 4. 4, 3.
4? Oh, okay.
They're
a lot smaller than I would have expected.
They're not massive spiders.
Oh, okay.
Wolf spiders.
How, in terms of danger, I feel like they would also be pretty low on that too, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're pretty low.
Yeah.
They don't really have the aggression like a Sydney funnel web or a mouse spider does.
I feel like because of their predatory and like outwards nature, I feel like if they were poisonous, we would be warned about them in like media or like school much more.
Yep, they are fast.
They are fast, but they're not necessarily venomous, right? They're just kind of fast and angry. How about rarity? I think these are pretty common as well, from what I...
They're pretty common. Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, especially because there's so many species of them as well.
If you go outside in the middle of the night to some sort of flat, sandy surface with a flashlight, you'll see their eyes reflecting back.
Right. Okay. In terms of creep factor, what would you put? I think I would put at
pretty low. They're not overly creepy, but they do kind of resembles that spider from Harry Potter.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, we'll put it here then. Okay. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh wait. Sorry. As a disclaimer, I just say I might go through these a bit quicker than I did before. Because I realized that.
So I added a lot more. we had 2 hours in.
Honestly. Okay. Here's. Okay. Do you know how many we still have? Because if we still have like around half, we could do like a second stream of it.
Well, we can do a second. We're like a bit over halfway. I mean, there's 52 pages, and we're on what 29.
29. Actually, we're pretty close to halfway then. In that case.
Yeah.
Okay, we could actually just. Well, you know what? We'll do the giant water spider.
Do you want to do a second stream? I'm happy to do a second stream.
I think if you're down for a second stream, I think a second stream would be cool. I think it would be nice to split it into 2 parts, especially for those people who are watching and can't take spiders in long amounts.
The long exposure. We have the drip.
Yeah, drip feed them some spiders.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we'll finish this one, and then we might add like 3 or 4 more species for next stream then.
Yep, absolutely. We can add a few more for next stream.
All right. Well, giant water spider. I have, just from the name, are these the spiders that walk on water?
They will walk on water and they will catch fish.
Are these the spiders which Surskit, the Pokemon, was based off of?
They are not, because Surskit is not based on a spider.
Oh, is that not?
They're based on water striders.
Oh, right. Yes.
Which is another insect.
Yes. Water striders aren't even arachnids, are they?
No, they're not arachnids.
Yeah.
Water striders are interesting because they stride on the water with only 4 legs, and the 2 pair of legs up front they kind of use as like little grabbers.
Yes. Can't certain species of water striders also go into the water? Or am I thinking of something else?
Most of them don't. There's like the water boatsmen, which they are completely in water.
Oh, okay.
They're like the back swimmers. They got little legs and little flippers.
Right. Okay. So these giant water spiders, they eat fish, you said?
They can hunt fish. Yes.
That's insane. They must be huge then, or at least fairly big.
Yeah, fairly big. They're like a medium size. Leg span wise, they're like a small huntsman. So like,
oh, okay. So like a 5 and 6.
Yep. So they're not a species that is exclusively native to Australia. You can find them in Southeast Asia as well.
Right. Maybe it's like a tropical species then, more correctly.
Yep, it's quite tropical, quite north part of Australia.
Right. I feel like if they eat fish, I feel like their danger wouldn't be very dangerous either. If they have a pescatarian diet. Nice. Okay.
They will also eat insects. They're not exclusively pescatarian.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like if they have any type of fish in their diet, they probably won't have a lot of venom. Because I feel like there's not a lot of predators of fish which use venom, are there?
Well, I mean, there's a few.
There's a few, but I can't think of any off the top of my head, actually.
You know, like cone snails.
Oh, yes, that's true. Okay, but those are like more like seafloor dwelling, right?
Yeah. Got your sea serpents and stuff.
I guess, yeah. If they're seafloor dwelling, then yeah. But like most like things that are above the water or in the water, and not like on the floor. They're generally just mainly like hunting style, not.
Yeah. There's a lot of birds and stuff then.
Yeah. So, I have never seen these then in that. Oh, actually, no, I have seen these. So, where would you put this in rarity? I think I'd put them in like. I don't know.
They're decently rare because you have to find bodies of water to locate them.
You would.
And they don't really venture into houses as much as other spiders do.
Yeah, I think maybe they're rare purely because of their habitat, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll probably give it a 5 or 6.
Yeah, okay, I think a 6. Because I feel like if you do go to the habitat, their right habitat, it wouldn't be too difficult to find one if you like went to look for it.
Yep.
In terms of creepy, I think oh, whoops! Spoilers for next stream.
Spoilers. They got pretty long. They got pretty long legs.
They look like octopuses because of they've got bent leggy. Like the end of their legs are bent, which is not normally like they're more bent than normal spiders. So
that's just creates extra kind of surface for
buoyancy.
For buoyancy on water. So the extra long legs have more bristles on the on the toe as well to create surface tension.
Yeah. That is really unnerving. Just like the fact that they kind of look like tentacles to me, I feel like. I doubt they probably can't actually. They aren't opposable, are they?
Not really. No.
Yeah.
They're not. Oh, they're not opposable.
Like, could they bend the other way around? Probably not, right?
What do you mean by the other way around?
Like the end of the legs, like over here and stuff. Could they bend to be like an arc instead of like a downwards tunnel, like a hole kind of thing?
Maybe Can you describe that again? So at the end of the leg.
Yeah, you know how they look a bit like tentacly? Can they act like a tentacle, or are they like kind of stuck in that particular structure?
Are they still stuck in that particular structure?
Okay, yeah.
It's still segmented.
Alright, yeah. So I think, yeah, they look creepy, but I don't think they're necessarily like... I don't think you'll ever need to worry about one. I think that's the thing.
No. Yeah, you don't have to worry about little. It's just they're just fishermen.
I feel like even if you go swimming, you don't have to worry about it.
No.
Maybe in like at the very most, if you go to a pool, maybe you'll find one. Like a non-chlorinated pool, maybe.
Yeah, if you're swimming like in a freshwater stream.
Yeah.
You may see them.
Yeah.
But they would disappear quite quickly when they get disturbed.
Yeah, they run really quickly,
yeah, they are quite fast like a wolf spider.
Really fast. Like, you see me now, you don't! Although, to be fair, when looking... I know this is really a weird thing to say, but when looking from underneath one of these giant water spiders, it looks really cool, because there's, like, little circles around each of the legs, because of the water tension.
Yeah, it's a little water dimples.
Yeah, it looks absolutely amazing, but yeah. Okay, well... That will be our last one for today. I think.
That'll be our last. Next stream will be good because I put a lot of heavy hitters.
Oh, do you? I'm not gonna look at them. I'm not gonna look at them at all.
Excellent. Make a surprise.
Yeah, it's gonna be completely a surprise. So are the ones after this all Australian?
As well, yes, okay. They're all Australian as well.
All right. So
I didn't venture too far out of our comfort zone.
Fair enough.
Well, at least out of my comfort zone, because
definitely mine too, because I feel like I want to learn more about spiders anyways, purely because I'd be able to identify the ones near me. So learning about like I don't know, the European death spider wouldn't really help me. Imagine that. A spider called the Death Spider. I guess that's what the Black Widow is, isn't it?
Yeah. Black Widow, Death Spider, Brazilian Wandering Spider.
Yeah. It's about the same.
That's the one that gives you a boner when they bite you.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I have heard of one that does do that. Actually, is the
boner spider.
Is that actually called the boner spider?
No. It's the Brazilian Wandering Spider.
Brazilian. I'm gonna search that up just for reference.
Yeah.
Oh, what was I gonna say? There was something I wanted to say about this as well. Wandering spider. Okay. Oh, that's right. Is the reason it's called a Black Widow purely because it eats its mate?
Yes.
Is that actually the only reason? That's interesting, because most spiders do that.
Yeah, most spider does it. I don't think the Black Widow does it any more often than normal spiders.
No, I don't think they do, because it's just a very common thing, right?
But you'll find with a lot of that family of spiders, the redbacks, the Black Widows, the males do have tendency to just let the female eat them.
Oh, is that not the case with other spiders?
Most other spiders, as long as the female's fairly well fed, the males gets away.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Huh. Okay. Alright then. Well, okay, I'll just send you this as a... I'll send you this after the stream ends, because... Oh, you know what, I'll just send it now. Have that, because I searched up Brazilian spiders, and that's what came up, so enjoy.
You don't want to share with the chat?
No, not... I don't know if I can and not get taken down, unfortunately. I would love to, but, you know, such as YouTube.
Such as
what a shame. But as usual, everyone, thank you. Actually, before that, thank you so much, Ento, for joining me for this stream. I learned a lot about this. I'm gonna go outside tomorrow. It's dark now, so I probably won't go outside unless I'm looking for wolf spiders. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go outside and look at a bunch of spiders tomorrow. Thank you so much for teaching me about.
No worries. Send us some photos.
Yeah, I will. I'll send loads. But yeah, thank you everyone in chat as well for coming to watch. And as usual, everybody, have good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Have a good day, have a good week, have a good month. Have a good year, have a good life. And the both of us will see you some other time. Bye, Nose. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Damn, that toggle is crazy. Just become all creepy at the end.